It's a night of celebration at Championship Soccer Stadium, the 10th anniversary celebration of Orange County SC. Winners of 2 in a row face the hottest team in the USL Championship, Monterey Bay, winners of 4 straight. With former Manchester United keeper Gary Bailey, I'm Michael Watring. Come in and stay a while with us here on a USL Championship Saturday. Standings are presented by IPA Physio, the official physical therapy partner of Orange County SC. And this is where we stand right now. Orange County at 9th, but they're in the playoff picture while Monterey Bay is trying to keep tabs on the top of the Western Conference table. Critical matchup in a Western Conference that seemingly has 12 teams that are all very talented. Even Las Vegas, they've lost a bunch of games by just a goal. For Orange County, it all begins and ends with Milan Olaski, the Golden Boot winner from a year ago. 7 more goals this season, Gary.
Yep, 7 goals, 3 assists. He's a wonderful striker. He's a brave striker. The goal against Detroit, look at this. Gets up and really heads that above the big center back. He's got absolutely everything. He can shoot left foot, right foot. He's quick. He can take the set pieces. He's an absolute beast of a striker.
Milan Olaski leads the way, but Frank Yallop said that a big reason why Orange County's playing so well is the addition of Mark McNulty as well. He's tonight's player to watch, presented by Omega Accounting.
Yeah, yet to score, but he has got 1 assist, but a lot more expected from this man. In fact, last match he hit the post with the goalkeeper off the line from the halfway line. So he's come very close to scoring, Mark McNulty, and defenders will certainly have to keep an eye on him.
When you talk about players in a fine run of form for Monterey Bay, that's Christian Voleski, 9 goals in his last 15 matches. He also has 7 goals.
Yeah, very, very good striker. Good in the air, powerful. He's got players that can feed in the ball, the likes of Alex Dixon and tonight Sam Gleadle as well. As long as he gets plenty of service, he will score goals. And natural finisher. He gets the easy ones, but he also gets the difficult ones.
Orange County have not scored against Monterey Bay. 2 meetings last year, both shutout losses. Do they change that tonight and win a 3rd in a row? We'll answer that question and more when we come back. Kickoff is coming your way next.
From north to south,
east to west,
from Laguna Beach to Irvine,
de Buena Park a San Clemente,
and all 34 cities in between.
For the last 10 years, this has been
Orange County's own
entertainment, community,
Campeones, Colors,
Crest, Pro Soccer Club.
Orange County's own community kit.
A few years ago, I was making cabinets and somebody gave this idea like, hey, why don't you make your beautiful doors to fit IKEA cabinets?
You know, we care about everything that goes into making a door or a panel or a cabinet. Designing a kitchen or even remodeling it, it's a difficult process. We're here to kind of bridge that gap between the vision and realizing that goal.
We're able to make everything in-house, handmade, handcrafted, beautiful product.
Here in Irvine, there's something for everyone. You can satisfy your sweet tooth here or here. Cool off with freshly picked berries or catch some rays. Get some post-worthy views or rock out with your friends. Raise your adrenaline or just relax. It's master planned with you in mind. Irvine awaits.
This match is presented by Hoag, the official hospital and healthcare partner of OCSC. By Omega Accounting Solutions, your ERC and tax specialist today, your trusted advisor tomorrow. And by Northgate Market, our food from our family to yours. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Kimco Staffing in Orange County. It looks like this. There are no changes. Kyle Scott's red card got overturned, so he's available tonight.
Yeah, and they've got that lineup of a 4, maybe 1 if you bring Partida back as a defensive midfielder, so 4-1-3-2 sort of lineup, 4-4-2 for simplicity's sake. Big question mark, McNulty, can he hit the back of the net for Orange County?
Monterey Bay transfers with this. They like to get those wing backs forward, 5 in the back for a team that has scored a lot of goals this season.
Yeah, that 3 back with the 2 wing backs, as you mentioned, the 5 at the back, very, very powerful for them. Murphy, Rebelar might just push up and make it 5-1-3-2. He's more of an attacking midfielder, Murphy more defensive. Gleedle back in the team is the only change, and he pushes Chase Boone down to the bench.
Tonight's keys to the game are brought to you by Afters Ice Cream. Gary, what do you see out of this one?
Well, for Orange County, Morten Carlson, the coach, saying he wants him to stick to that defensive structure. 4 clean sheets in the last 5 matches. He's very happy with that. He thinks that is key to their success. And then for Frank Yallop, he says, yes, Bolesky scoring goals, but I want him more involved. I want more good service to our main striker.
Just about ready for kickoff. 2 teams riding winning streaks. Orange County back-to-back wins. Monterey Bay, the longest string in the USL Championship with 4 in a row. Get ready to clash for the 3rd time. And here we go from Championship Soccer Stadium on the 10th anniversary of Orange County in Irvine, California. It's the 10th home match of the 10th season, and it's an Orange County team in very fine form. 4-2-1 since May 17th after the tough start. And here comes an early charge forward. And then taken away. This is what Monterey Bay does so well. Did it wonderfully last week. Transition game was flawless, getting the goal in the win over Miami.
Yeah, we've got some lovely strikers to look forward to enjoying today. Alex Dixon, 8 goals. Bolesky, 7. Milani Losky for Orange County, 7. And these are all top strikers, only a goal or so away from being with the top strikers in the whole of the USL. So great striking talent on view tonight.
Question will be, who can break the back lines of these 2 teams? Both teams defensively come in with long droughts from opponents scoring-wise. It's been nearly 200 minutes since Orange County last gave up a goal, 212 since Monterey Bay last conceded. Each team with back-to-back clean sheets entering tonight's matchup.
I think that's huge credit to Morten Carlson, who's come in, followed Richard Chaplow, of course, and after winning the title, Chaplow struggled last season and he struggled this season a bit as well. Morten Carlson taking over from the assistant position, moving up to the head coach, and straight away, as we mentioned in the keys, got his defensive structure straight, and all of a sudden they look like a whole different side, Orange County. As you mentioned, 3 wins in the last 4, 3 of those on the road. So great credit to the new coach.
It's almost shocking to say this, but first time that Orange County has won back-to-back matches since they rattled off a string of 6 in a row in 2021 en route to the championship. Monterey Bay haven't lost since May 20th. That was away at Charleston, 1-0.
Yeah, they've had a really good season, Monterey Bay. Just felt they lost a little bit of focus around the US Open Cup run, but very exciting. Eventually got knocked out by LAFC, but I think when that happens, a lot of teams just struggle when it comes to their league form, but they've picked it up again. And of course, Frank Yallop, wonderful coach, hugely successful. And he's taken this team that in their 2nd season only, looking like they're going to make it to the playoffs, that's for certain, you would think.
Entering the weekend, 4 teams have won back-to-back matchups, including Orange County. Nobody with 3, and Monterey Bay with 4 in a row. And it's been that defensive effort that has been a key reason why
Just seeing Carl Scott knocking the ball back. They've got a red card in the last game in the dying minutes of the match for holding on to the ball when he was on the bench. And it got rescinded. They felt that it was an incorrect decision, and he's been allowed to play, so I guess he's very relieved not to have had that red card against his name.
Tonight's injury report is brought to you by Zulfgari Law. Richards and Jameson out for Orange County. And how about Monterey Bay? They are as clean of bill of health as anybody. Nobody reported in terms of injuries.
That's what every coach wants to hear. They've had a few of those, Monterey Bay. They lost Hugh Roberts for a while, and he's crucial in the back. Sam Diedel's been battling with an injury, but fit to play. And of course, what it does mean for Monterey Bay, they have a wonderful bench with the likes of Chase Boone they can throw, and a whole bunch of other quality players.
John Acoli over there as well. Robinson back in the rotation. Plenty of good options for Monterey Bay.
You mentioned Acoli, of course, back at the club where he played most of his football, 70 games for Orange County. You know what it's like, you're only a human. You want to come back and show the team you left that you're the man.
Monterey have given up just 2 goals during its 4-match winning streak run. And this is an Orange County team that, despite the fact that they started the year struggling to score, they've scored multiple goals twice in the last 4. No foul whistled. Orange County fans asking for something just like that. Festivities all around the yard today. Pre-game celebration, and in a few minutes, a new tifo will be unveiled for the supporters here. Should be a great atmosphere all night long. A beer fest here as well. Many good activities going on here at Championship Soccer Stadium.
I think it's a special kit for the day, isn't it? The gold kit, in recognition of their 10th season.
Gold kit with the 10th anniversary logo as well. And a little bit of a unique look for this team. Those jerseys, of course, on sale now. Very good passing. Iloski was making that run at the back line of Monterey Bay. Those 3. Roberts right in the middle. They do so well working together. Fair read that one easily. Fair, Roberts, Green, left to right in the back.
Yeah, talking to Frank Gallup, he believes that 3 at the back, because they did start the season off with just the 2 centre-backs, a flat back 4. He believes that having gone to 3 at the back, they look a lot more solid. And that allows the wing-backs, Maury Donor on the right and Wilmer Martinez on the left, to bomb forward and be more effective when they need to be.
There's a good takeaway and an opportunity here. Scott goes wide, making the run in the box. Partita. Partita gets it back. Orange County still on the front foot. Dogman. Now it comes into the box. Right over Roberts' head. Perhaps an early chance there, but McNulty goes wide.
It's a good chance for McNulty, and once again in his matches, no goals as yet. Surely as a striker, you've got to assume the defender's going to miss that ball. Perhaps he slipped as he went to head it, but big question mark. 11 matches, no goals, 1 assist. A very good technical player. When you look at him, he comes back deep, he gets the ball, he recycles it, but ultimately, if you're there as a goal scorer, you have to score goals, and the man who's got 2 caps for Scotland just hasn't been able to do that yet for Orange County.
It's a good run through the box. Donor was making that run, but it is cleared away. Carlson admitted, when you have Milan Olowski, you're going to get 4 to 5 chances to score goals just from him. Here's McNulty. The flag is down, swings it back. First time hit is cleaned up rather easily after Brian Olowski takes aim.
And I think there's a good example of how talented McNulty is in holding the ball up, in creating opportunities, bringing others to play. Technically so good. Just cuts back here, head up, lasers for Brian Olowski, who doesn't really do much with it, just knocks it straight to the goalkeeper.
Carlson admitted he needs some other players to start scoring. Love to see that come to pass here this evening. In fact, if you look up and down the roster, other than Milan 7, nobody else with more than 2.
The problem with that sort of situation for a coach is, God forbid, that Milan Olowski gets injured, and nobody else is going to score the goals. And I think for Frank Gallup, he doesn't have that problem. Diedel's got 4, Dixon's got 8, Valesky's got 7, and you've got Chase Boone on the bench. He's got a lot of options, Ugo Okoli. I think he's a coach who probably sleeps a bit better at night, as opposed to Morten Carlson, who's just hoping that whatever happens to Milan Olowski, he stays fit.
Corner kick coming for Monterey Bay. A team that's 5th in the league in terms of goal scoring. 6 of them, but a team that gets a lot of their goals in the second half. James Murphy ready to take this corner. Swings it back, now booted high into the air, and Shuttler easily handles. County Line Coalition putting out the new TIFO. Nice celebration here at Orange County.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. It was a competition for a free tattoo of the club's crest and a couple of other designs.
You were very disappointed not to be one of the ones that won the lottery for that.
We have to stay neutral, unfortunately. No club tattoos. So I think there were 5 different winners that have been picked out to get those tattoos done. And a couple of the legends recognized before the games. Michael Orozco got his ring. Richard Chaplow, who, of course, was the coach who took them to the championship 3 seasons ago, but was also a legendary player for this team.
City council member in attendance as well to be honored.
And that's important, of course. They're still battling to keep playing at this ground. Last season there was a couple of rumblings about them having to move out, and I think the fans and a lot of people protested, so they get to stay here at the Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine. And they'll be wanting to stay here for a long time to come. It really is a lovely stadium to play the soccer in.
The crowd has come out to support here this evening. Yesterday it was reported that 8 sections had been sold out. Very few empty seats for this. Now the question is, can Orange County make it 3 straight wins and give these fans something even greater to celebrate? And that's 3 more points on the push up the Western Conference table. Switch of field. The 2 teams that have been very
lecture from the referee, maybe not a yellow card.
Out in front of the County Line.
The set to the Premiership had exactly the same situation, but in the 7th minute of added time.
Wow.
So as the goal was scored, the final whistle went, and instead of being knocked out through a penalty, Watford went through to the finals and played for the right to go up into the Premiership.
It's crazy how those moments stick with you, and it certainly did for Frank Gallup. His team produced a moment just like that after the Siaha save. And Valesky putting it in. That was in the 67th minute last week. Comes to the middle of the field. Dogman. Excellent slide tackle from Donor. Will be a corner, however. Tonight's corners are presented by True Path Loans.
That's something Dogman has in his locker. He's very, very quick. And no doubt that Morten Carlson wants him to attack teams, use his pace to do exactly like this. Win a set piece, give yourself a corner. A chance of getting all the big guys pushed forward.
Donor has gone down in the box. That's the reason why we have not seen this corner kick come yet. Donor back to his feet, ready to go. Whistle comes, and the pump fake. Now it's taken. Nobody in goal near that ball. It'll be a second ball. Flag down here. Going down in the box, no foul. And the counter is on. Perhaps another great moment coming for Monterey Bay. 2v1. Everybody back though. It comes across Donor. Excellent work by Orange County in transition. Rebelar. Fair. Orange County haven't alleviated the pressure yet. To be the makings of something great for Monterey Bay, but they don't even get a shot out of that sequence. Now here's a probing effort. That was always going wide and out. Commanders are back again for the 2023 OCSC season, so don't miss out on all the fun and exclusive amenities they have to offer. These cabanas were designed specifically with group outings in mind and include 20 match tickets and a private bar for you and your guests. Book your premium experience today at orangecountysoccer.com/premium.
It's going back to that last move. You know, generally when you get a chance to catch a team on the break, you've literally got to put a ball in the box within those first few seconds. The moment you cut back, defenders get in place and the opportunity is gone. And that seems to what happened to Monterey Bay. Instead of taking a risk and just putting a ball in and saying, I think it was to Valesky, get on the end of that. You're trying to look for the perfect ball. Next thing you lift your head and there's a whole bunch of defenders around you.
20th minute of play here, Orange County, Monterey Bay. Two teams that have not conceded very frequently of late, both with back-to-back shutouts. Clashing here on this Saturday evening with Gary Bailey. I'm Michael Watrang. Great to have you on board with us.
It's interesting seeing Monterey Bay on the counter-attack. We did speak to Frank Yellop and say to him, you know, how do you see your team in terms of pressing? He says, we're not a high-press team. We don't want to press high. It's not our structure. We want to be a mid-press team so that when we win the ball, we have space in which to run because we have pace, we have players who can run with the ball at their feet. And you saw a perfect example of this team on the counter-attack.
As well as great players that can pass as well. Mentioned getting Sam Gleadle back to add to that option. Transitional moments are where Monterey Bay can give teams fits. Orange County has passed the first test of the night. There's an onside run by McNulty. Or check that, that's Brian Olofsky. And Siaha skies it into the bleachers.
Somebody catches it in the bleachers quite well to sign them up as a goalkeeper.
Barehanded. What were the gloves like back when you played for Manchester United?
Oh, used to call them gardening gloves. They had no sticky patches on them, nothing. They literally were gloves that you would buy at a garden store. But we are going back a long time, to be fair.
They have the padding.
Eventually, a German company called Yule Sport started the gloves, and the nice padding came out. And since then, goalkeepers have had some lovely gloves to use. Hope this is okay. Looks like he's taking a bit of a knock and getting up slowly. Dogman not happy. You can see the 10 on the shorts for 10th year, all part of the kit.
So Alex Beeler is coming over to have a conversation with Morten Carlson and his 4th official. Dogman making the argument that he didn't ask for a trainer. Wanoloski grabs the ball. He has made quite the living in the Los Angeles area. Played at UCLA collegiately. Now with Orange County has been an absolute superstar. 29 goals in the last year plus. There's a poor giveaway, and you can't give it to this man, Christian Valesky. Unbelievable run of form for him. 9 goals in his last 15.
Back-to-back goals against Miami and Czech Republic as well for Christian Valesky. Is in a hot vein of form, as Milanowski is as well. He's also got back-to-back goals in his last 2 games, Detroit and Tulsa. So both main strikers are hot, and that's why we do expect goals. And on the other hand, you go, well, both sets of defenses are brilliant. And you go, well, what's it going to be? As you said earlier, is it the defenses come out on top? Is the wonderful strikers? Well, we'll find out soon.
Milanowski making the run. Sends it along. Goes into the box. And acrobatic clearance.
It was Kai Green almost with a back heel clearance. Brilliant.
Perhaps some of the highlights from tonight will come from the defenders. In the storylines for 2 teams that ride winning streaks coming into tonight's match. No foul whistle, play on. Orange County have found some moments through the middle. Here's McNulty. Dogman. Tried to cross it in, but going to work there by Donor.
When I watch Orange County, I can't believe how bad a season they had last season, because they got so much talent. And even early on this year, they really battled, but under a new coach, they look like they've found new belief. And they've obviously had a run of good results, and that gives all the players confidence in each other. And you've got to fancy Orange County to make the playoffs now. They really look like a solid outfit.
Frank Gallup talked about that this is not an Orange County team that should be at the bottom of the table, but really felt that way about the entire Western Conference. There's a lot of talent, a lot of depth in the West. Olaski. That's wanted a foul. There's no whistle. Intercepted. Scott. Not enough of it to get it to McNulty.
Tight in the middle of that pitch. Wow, you don't get a breath on the ball. Last, Alex Dixon's got some space to play in.
It's the left foot to pass it out wide for Donor. Donor. Swept away by Partida. Monterey Bay taking their turn. Not before the ball sent down the yard. Roberts has been such a consistent player in this league. Tonight, appearance number 245 in his tenure. This will be a corner coming up. Dogman doesn't hit it in the right place. Orange County SC hits the road for 3 straight matches after tonight, but will return home on Saturday, July 29th, when they face New Mexico United at 7 p.m. for family game night. This match will also feature our pregame Touch a Truck event. Get your tickets to the match at orangecounty.soccer.com/tickets. James Murphy ready to take the corner. Murphy strikes it. Post runner coming in. He touched it last and ruled that it was Monterey Bay the last to get to it. Dixon making that near post run.
Quite sure how it cannot be a corner. If Dixon misses it and it goes out, it was only Orange County players behind him. But a nice near post run by Dixon. That was the idea, that he gets a flick on. Didn't quite work out, but the thinking was good.
Back on the attack, Orange County. Milanolowski. He's got it back, swings the leg again. And his brother pass back and forth. Three total shots officially recorded in this one. 2-1 in favor of the home side. Orange County the lone shot on target. That was Brian Olowski's attempt in the 9th minute. Gleedle back with it.
It's all happening very quickly in that midfield. You're getting closed down. You haven't got time on the ball. Some of the passes are not going to feet. Just want someone just to settle on the ball. Maybe some good one-touch football buys you a bit of time and space on the ball, but all very tight. Two teams both with a bunch of confidence coming in this match. Good results behind them, both playing well. Not much to choose between the two teams so far.
Not just confidence, but continuity as well. Carlson saying that it's been a luxury to have the ability to play with the same players for a good chunk of time. The defensive structure has really ramped up in the last 8 to 9 weeks. And the 22 players on the pitch, only one was not in the starting 11 last week, and that was Sam Gleedle, who you can normally expect to be out there for Monterey Bay.
Great believer in having that consistency. You get to know each other. You get a sense of comfort knowing who's inside you. And when teams get changed a lot, then you're looking and thinking, well, is the guy inside me the quick one, the slow one, the big one, the short one? You know, you've got to keep rethinking. Now, that's part of football. When you have to do that, you do it. But I think one of the reasons teams get into a good run when you don't change the players is just because they get used to having a certain player near them that they know the strengths and weaknesses of that player instinctively.
Only a big reason why these two teams haven't conceded a lot of goals of late. It's working in unison as that ball goes out for a goal kick here in the 30th minute. Alongside Gary Bailey, I'm Michael Wattrang and our entire crew. Watching this one with you here on a Saturday evening at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California. Monterey Bay and Orange County 0-0. Both sides enter the match having not conceded a goal in the last 200+ minutes. Back-to-back shutout victories for each side. Monterey Bay, the longest winning streak in the league with 4 in a row. Olowski duking it out. Was looking for a foul and didn't get a call. Valesky tees it up. It blocks. Out of play. Corner kick coming. Corner kick coming. OCSC has new premium seating options for the 2023 season. Our new GA box just above the bleachers and new field box sections are now available. This now makes 4 premium seating experiences at the Champ along with our Cabanas Field MVP seating. Book your experience today at orangecountysoccer.com/premium. Murphy takes the corner kick. This is another low liner, and once again, unable to be won by Monterey Bay in the box. Second opportunity coming. Murphy. Donor gets taken down, and a card coming as well.
A professional foul there, and a good one because he was away. Donor. Dylan Powers realized he had to bring him down and take one for the team.
Donor was making a good run, and he had some space in front of him. And the foul made. Ensures that it'll just be a free kick.
Problem for Dylan Powers, though, from now on, he can't make another tackle like that. Donor so upset because, as you say, he could see all that green grass in front of him and he wanted to have a run at the defense. A good professional foul, if you understand what I mean.
This ball looped all the way to the back post. Yellow cards brought to you by SoCal Gas.
Just a bit too much on that. And it was Kai Green trying to battle to get that ball back, head it back. He does very well just to get something on that ball.
Here's what has to enter both these teams' minds at this point. San Antonio leading 2-0. Colorado Springs leads 1-0. And these other late matches coming up now in a Western Conference right now that feels like trying to move up the table is a steep mountain to climb at any point. Cross comes into the box. Valesky, the closest man to it. Murphy. Monterey Bay enjoying its most possession of the match so far. And here's a handball whistled. Dogman got a hand to it.
Donor felt he was through there. Lovely switch of play from Monterey Bay. Done that quite well this half. One side to the other. You can see it. Donor thought he had got past Dogman. And again, he gets denied that chance to run at the defense.
Donor having an impactful opening 34 minutes. Canadian native. Murphy another go at it here on a set piece. Back post, header, one! It goes in! Hugh Roberts breaks through! His first goal in over a year puts Monterey Bay out in front 1-0.
That's a fantastic header from Hugh Roberts. Going backwards, it's a high ball. But the only place he could beat Colin Shuttner was to get it right in the top corner, and that's exactly what he does. Lovely set piece, fantastic header. Great direction of the header. And take a bow. That man there, Hugh Roberts. And here it comes in. You can see from James Murphy. Puts a bit of pace on it, but gets up early as well, Hugh Roberts. But right in the corner. Goalkeeper's going backwards. Can't get on the end of it. Hugh Roberts, because he gets up early, wins the header. But it has to be perfect header in the top corner. And it was.
Roberts has found quite the surge in terms of scoring in Monterey. Season high 3 goals last season. And here comes Orange County quickly on the attack. Valesky was making the run, but it gets deflected out for a corner. Last time Roberts scored was May 28th of 2022 against Colorado Springs, the first half goal.
Well, attack has broken through against a mighty defense. And let's see if Orange County's attack can break through against Monterey's solid defense.
Corner kicks presented by True Path Loans. Orange County's string without conceding a goal ends at 232 minutes. Here's their corner attempt. It's bobbled by Siaha. Cheeky little pass in. Olaski goes down. Orange County wants a penalty. There's none given. And everybody for the home side is going to have a word.
Milan Olaski, that is very, very good at winning penalties. I just don't know how much contact there was there. And again, the referee can only give it if he's sure that he's brought down. Let's have a closer look at it. Goalkeeper can't hold on to it. A little clever flick there. No, I don't see enough. I don't see how that's a penalty. You have to bring someone down. They can't just go down on a little bump. And I think the referee there, Alex Bieler, making the right decision. And bear in mind, we get the chance of a replay. He doesn't. He's got to make an instantaneous decision.
Milan Olaski. This time he does win a free kick.
Even that one, there wasn't much contact, but I think the referee feels that having not given the penalty, maybe he gets himself out of trouble by giving that free kick. Lots of arguments going on. And this match is really heating up now. Players getting a bit feisty. Let's have a look at it again. On the edge of the box, Milan Olaski waits for the contact. Probably is a free kick. Again, you've got to see, is he brought down or does he just go down? He does have a little bit of a reputation of going down easily, Milan Olaski. But again, if he wins penalties, you would say that's a skill. Not sure everyone would agree with that comment, but that's how a lot of players see it. If you can win a penalty, whether it is or not, as long as you get the pen, who cares? Difficult one morally, but end of the day, you're getting paid to win games, I guess.
Several players on top of this. Both the Olaskis. Nakim. Who's going to be the man that hits it? Brian Olaski. Gets it off the top of the wall. It will be a corner, though, for Orange County. Orange County SC hits the road for 3 straight matches after tonight, but will return home on Saturday, July 29th, when they face New Mexico United at 7 p.m. for family game night. This match will also feature a pregame touch and truck event. Get your tickets to the match at orangecountysoccer.com/tickets. True Path Loans corner kick coming. Brian Olaski pings it in. Flicked header on by Nakim, and it goes over everything. Orange County looking to level the terms here in the first half.
We're just watching the interaction between the subs of Monterey Bay and Brian Olaski when he took the corner, and there was a couple of little comments being made to him. I think the subs, Monterey Bay subs, were just winding him up a little bit. It's a nice interaction between the players.
Monterey Bay have now gone over 250 minutes without conceding. Orange County trying to change that. Here's Milan Olaski. Decides to fly it in. McNulty does well to get in front of Roberts. Now Dogman. Dogman. Corner. Pretty good work, though, by McNulty just to get to that ball first and foremost.
As I was saying, technically he's very gifted, Mark McNulty, the 30-year-old Scotsman. As you saw there, brings the ball down, just lays it off for Dogman. Just feel that he does have to hit the back of the net if he's to really win over the Orange County fans. That's his main job as a striker.
Owen Lamb ready to take this corner kick. Right-footed in-swinger, back post. Siaha this time cleanly catches the ball.
And gets up looking for some revenge, and his players just calm him down. It's 6'4". The big Cameroonian's a tough player, and In fact, that whole penalty appeal by Milan Iloski started with Siaha coming up for a cross and dropping it, but he claimed he was fouled, and then the ball got knocked back in. And that's when Milan Iloski went to ground and claimed, or tried to claim the penalty.
This cross comes in, bangs off of Orange County, and a corner coming. The two teams very defensive-minded. Excellent in that frame of work. Going end to end now here to end this opening half. And a Monterey Bay team that is as good as anybody in the league. In fact, #1 in the USL Championship in terms of goals scored in the final 15 minutes. 9 of them now of the first half. Murphy ready to take this corner. Cross comes in. Just a little glimmer there from Powers.
Hugh Roberts going to ground in the box there and looking around for the referee, but again, if you don't have VAR, it's very difficult to see what's going on in that box there, so referee not interested.
Flag up for offside. How often do you see that on a throw-in 3 yards in front of you?
Yeah, it's a little bit of basics 101 there, of not being caught offside. Oh, it's a free kick. I was going to say it was for offside, then it has to be a free kick, and it's Colin Shuttler is going to step up for this one and move it 5 or 10 yards forward.
While nobody else is looking. Orange County, a goal here in the opening half. They've scored the 3rd fewest goals in the league this season. 14 of 17 matches with a goal or fewer. It's a Monterey Bay team that when they do concede, it typically happens in the first half. 10 goals allowed in the opening, 45. It gets stronger as the game goes along. Orange County finding out about that right now, and on a night of celebrations, 10th home game of the 10th season here in Irvine. Big celebration at hand here for this club. Down by a goal. Orange County will get the foul. Ryan Iloski draws it. It would be the number 10 on a 10th anniversary night. Provide some magic.
At least there's no confusion with his kit. Everything's 10.
Yes, yeah. Ryan Iloski goes low. His brother Milan with the left foot. Doesn't get enough on it to test Siaha.
Yeah, I was going to say, the idea is good, getting it to Milan Iloski, who turns, but you know, when you turn, you don't have the same power as when you're running onto the ball, so to beat Siaha from outside the box on a turn, very difficult to do. This will be ideal for Frank Yellop coming in at halftime, 1-0 up. They've done well at Monterey Bay, had a few good counter-attacks, set pieces in the box. Of course, at 1-0, nothing is signed and sealed. Got lots of work to do in the second half. But I think if he can take it in at 1-0, he'll be a very happy coach for Frank Yellop.
3 minutes of stoppage time here in the opening half. Orange County probing. Milan Iloski. His brother Brian, it bounces right back to him! He hits the crossbar! Not done yet for Orange County, and it's cleared away.
What a good strike from Brian Iloski. Power behind that ball, smashes against the crossbar. Siaha was battling to even get close to it, and that's the two Iloskis working together. and nearly getting something out of it. That's a tough one for Morten Carlson. He would have loved to come in at halftime, having just equalized and with the energy up in the locker room. But unfortunately for them, it hit the crossbar and came out.
Is that a sign of things to come for Orange County in half number 2, if not in the final moments here of the first half? Trying to break down the Monterey Bay team. Back-to-back clean sheets. Sipley. Pass eludes Kim. Sipley. Pass eludes one defender. Milanolowski circling. Defense is now back now. Here's a shot! That's high and wide. Kyle Scott took the attempt.
Wow, that's another great chance for Orange County. I thought Milanolowski was in there, and he just couldn't get the shot on target, and ultimately recycled it to Kyle Scott, who shoots just wide. But this is the one in the crossbar. This is Brian Olowski, thumps it against the crossbar. It's a great strike. And this is the one just moments ago. Now there, I thought Milanolowski was going to hit it first time. He holds it up, waits for Kyle Scott. Oh, not too far away. There was a couple of other options at the far post, but they've come close, Orange County, now twice in the last few minutes.
Brian Olowski hits a crossbar. Scott bends one wide. He's trending in Orange County's direction. Monterey Bay trying to get to the locker room now. That ball takes a ricochet. Roberts calmly collects. Likely won't get another opportunity to attack unless it's a long ball here in the final few seconds of the first half. Within our minimum 3 minutes. McNulty on here at the end of the first half. Dogman try to go now, slides it in, and there is your first half whistle. Gary, how do you sum up what we saw with Monterey Bay leading 1-0?
Well, it's been an exciting first half, especially those last few moments for Orange County. And yes, Monterey Bay might have got the only goal of the match so far, but you get the sense that they were so close. Milanolowski, Kyle Scott, Brian Olowski to getting that equalizer. And I think we've got a lot more to come in the second half.
An entertaining opening 45 minutes sees Monterey Bay get the lone goal. Hugh Roberts, his first of the season, has Monterey Bay on top 1-0. Orange County will try to make the comeback, but it's 1-0 at the break. Plenty to come at halftime. Hang with us with the visitors on top 1-0.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there's no one better at getting you back to you. Orthopedics and spine, it's all we do.
So, we're getting that house we told you guys about.
You're buying a house?
Yeah. Soldiers get VA loan guarantees.
Yeah, no money down.
Well, my office gives us free bagels.
That's cool.
Yes. I'll get you the file.
Sounds intense.
Clients. What do you do?
Retired?
Tech?
Nah, Army.
Huh.
Check your spam folder.
One of the main treatments we work on with the players is treatments that focus in on lower extremities. We want to make sure that we maximize flexibility and minimize stiffness in the hips and legs. During the session, we incorporate stretches, IASTM, percussive therapy, and cryotherapy. The session is really tailored to the needs of the athlete being treated.
Recovery is a crucial part of every athlete's performance.
We're excited to be working with OCSE again to help the team recover throughout the season.
Halftime is presented by IPA Physio, the official physical therapy partner of Orange County SC. It's Monterey Bay with the advantage at the break against Orange County by a tally of 1-0. Back with Gary Bailey, I'm Michael Watrang as we take a look at the upcoming schedule. First for Orange County, and it is a road-heavy slate after this one. 3 straight on the road, back home for New Mexico, and then at San Diego as well in that stretch. A couple East Coast journeys over that period as well. Things will be challenging for Morton Carlson's group over that window. They have a lot of road games left on the schedule, just 2 more home stands left for Morton Carlson's group this season. Conversely, for Monterey Bay and their string of the next 5 coming up for Monterey, road match tonight, road match coming up on Tuesday. Tight turnaround on the 4th of July with a visit to Colorado Springs for a 6 p.m. matchup in that one. Then back home for a couple. They go to the East Coast in Detroit and return home to face off against Phoenix to wrap out the month of July. So it's halftime here right now at Championship Soccer Stadium, and it's a 1-0 Monterey Bay advantage at the break. When we come back, we'll take a look around the rest of the USL Championship here in just a moment.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Slide this in behind. Now it comes for Valesky. Tries to leave it there for Gleedle. Sam Gleedle. It's a tap in for Christian Valesky. And Monterey Bay are absolutely flying tonight. Bomasoso. Right through the middle. Johnny Rodriguez. Rodriguez scores! Something out of nothing for the Oakland Roots. And there's your home opener. Orange County wins the USL Championship final. That second ball, and it is perfect. Orange 1-0 Monterey Bay leading Orange County at halftime on the IPA Physio halftime report.
Time to take a look around the USL in terms of the news and notes. Everybody keeping an eye on the Gold Cup. 12 USL Championship teams are represented with 12 different nations. Hartford makes a change at the top, one of the several. And we're closing in on kickoff. Phoenix and Memphis in USL on ESPN2. Mike Watson, Devin Kerr have you covered for that one. Hang with us, turn that on a different monitor, and then switch over to that for the second half for the USL on ESPN2 with kickoff underway right now. Scores from around the USL Championship right now. Pittsburgh and Lou City play to a 0-0 draw. Shocking one if you watch the San Diego Indy 11 matchup. San Diego in full control, 2-0 leaders. Then Indy 11 got a red card, so they're down a man. They win 2 penalties. They come back to draw even. And San Diego's run of stumbles continues as they've now gone winless in 6 in a row. Switchbacks leading Miami 2-0. San Antonio pulled away from Birmingham 3-1 as well. Halftime, El Paso and New Mexico. And Tampa Bay has struck with a 1-0 lead on Las Vegas. Upcoming from around the USL. We got some games coming up for you to start off the week on Monday as you get ready for your 4th of July festivities. Loudoun host Hartford, and then a couple games on Independence Day. Colorado and Monterey Bay. That should be a fun one on Tuesday, and then Las Vegas and New Mexico as well. Next weekend, Memphis, in its great run of form, will host San Antonio, and Saturday, San Diego goes to Hartford for that matchup. Right now, here in Orange County, it's 1-0. Monterey Bay on top. Orange County started to get some opportunities at the end of the opening half. Can they capitalize in half number 2? We'll take a look at the highlights in the second half kick when we come back.
A few years ago, I was making cabinets and somebody gave this idea like, hey, why don't you make your beautiful doors to fit IKEA cabinets?
You know, we care about everything that goes into making a door or a panel or a cabinet. Designing a kitchen or even remodeling it, it's a difficult process. We're here to kind of bridge that gap between the vision and realizing that goal.
We're able to make everything in-house, handmade, handcrafted, beautiful product.
The opportunity for the small business owner with the tax credit is up to $26,000 per employee. Small business owners have been through a lot through the pandemic. They've seen the power of tax credits, government offset through the PPP program. This program, employee retention credit, is much larger than that. And so if you're a small business and you employ folks, you need to be looking at this opportunity to see if you can qualify. But it's definitely something where you need to be talking to your financial advocate or advisor and having them guide you through the process.
When you are killed by a drunk driver, you become nothing but a stick figure on a police report. Your death will be a story never to be told by you, and justice will never be served. Last year, nearly 13,000 stick figures were drawn by officers after a drunk driving fatality. It will take everyone to eliminate drunk driving, so that no one ever has to tell your story from a police report.
Tonight's match is presented by the new 10th anniversary collection. Shop the limited edition collection at OCSCshop.com. And once again, the Noah Bernardo Foundation wants to remind fans to never drive drunk and get home safely. Let's take a look at the first half highlights from this one, sponsored by Turf Gym, located in Newport Beach. 9th minute, early opportunity for Orange County. It was Brian Olowski finding some space here, but just couldn't quite put enough power on it.
Yeah, straight at the goalkeeper. McNulty holding the ball up so well here and waits for Brian Olowski to come into play. Sets him up, but not enough power, and also directly at Anthony Siaha. So comfortable save for the keeper.
A few of those chances in the first half But in the 35th minute, off of a handball that set up this Murphy-Roberts acrobatic finish across the net.
Yeah, gets up so early, Hugh Roberts. Have a look. He's up in the air, and then he's got a header. But the only place he's going to beat Colin Shuttler is in the top corner, and that's exactly where he puts the header. Absolutely brilliant from the big centre-back.
First goal of the season for Roberts, but things started to get interesting at the end of the half in stoppage time. Olaski hit the crossbar, nearly broke through for Orange County.
Yeah, gets a lucky rebound off one of the Monterey Bay defenders, but smashes it against the crossbar, comes ever so close. If you look at the stats, yeah, Orange County had more shots on target, but Monterey Bay also had a couple of nice counter-attacks and threatened, so it's fairly even. The big difference, of course, is that Monterey Bay got the all-important goal.
Those stats brought to you by Savi Law here. Let's see if anything happens for Orange County in the second half. They are winless in their last 15 when conceding first, nearly an entire calendar year since the last time they won when conceding the opening goal of a match. Well, it's been a fascinating night, fun night for Orange County fans. The 10th home match of the 10th season here in Irvine, California. Pre-game festivities and celebrations. Barely any empty seats at any point throughout the night. There's Beer Fest going on as well. A lot of different activities going on here. A lot of different things to be excited and happy about. The only thing missing, 3 points from the home side, and they trail it 1-0 at the break. With Gary Bailey, Michael Watrang, our entire crew. Happy to have you on board on a Saturday evening for this one, as Monterey Bay a little late to get out of the locker room. Anthony Siaha doesn't even have both gloves on right now as he trots back towards net. And the question is, can Orange County make its comeback? No subs for either side to start off half number 2. Monterey Bay has given up 3 goals to substitutes this season. So, can somebody factor in for Orange County off the bench?
Difficult one for Orange County. They lost both the clashes last season, the only 2 times they ever have met. Sam Diedel with the only goal of the match in the last meeting at Cardinale Stadium. Is 1 goal going to be enough for Monterey Bay this time around?
Half number 2 underway here at Championship Stadium. Monterey Bay in fine form, looking to keep pace with the top of the Western Conference table. Sacramento pulling away. But El Paso and Monterey Bay nipping at their heels. Meanwhile, Orange County, they're not far off from a playoff spot. They need to continue this form. I've seen them win back-to-back matches. Speaking with Morton Carlson, he thinks that they've been better in the attack over the last few games. Against the stingy Detroit group last week. They've shown with some good opportunities this week. They've yet to be able to beat Siaha. Lamb wins the race to it.
I think important for Orange County with the next 3 matches being away from home. They're desperate to get 3 points here today.
McNulty is onside with a nice run. Draws attention. There have been a few times, transitional moments. The team looks like they're going to spring into action and don't take a shot. Corner kick coming.
Of course, Monterey Bay keeping an eye on San Antonio, who beat Birmingham 3-1 this evening and have gone above Monterey Bay into 3rd position. But if Monterey Bay keep this result, they'll jump back. So it's all about keeping an eye on those around you and trying to stay ahead of them. And that's Monterey Bay's job. For Orange County, it's just to get into that top 8 playoff position.
True Path Loans corner kick. Just as we were getting ready to take it, Alex Beeler steps in with McNulty pushing and shoving. Kim in there as well.
Seems to be a regular thing at corners in particular. Everyone's pushing and shoving, and almost every time you see a lecture between referees and players. I just wonder if it's one of those areas that the referees need to get tougher with. Maybe just say nothing, and as soon as you've had enough, pull out the yellow card or take action.
Now we're ready for it. Lamb strikes it, back post. It was won by Nakim. Siaha was shielded, but it goes high.
A good header from Nakim, does so well to get up there, but it's perhaps Hugh Roberts did just enough to put him off. It's hard for the Orange County man to get a clear header. And Hugh Roberts is a huge guy, and I think that is what made it difficult to get that header on target.
Inches have separated Orange County in a few goals over the last 10 minutes or so. McNulty trying to hold up his run was Brian Olowski. I think he was successful in doing so, but the defense was alert.
The question for Monterey Bay is, can they get a second and just put this game to bed, or almost put this game to bed? Certainly you feel a lot more comfortable if you're Monterey Bay at 2-0. At 1-0, you know that Orange County within a moment can get back on level terms.
Here they come. Milanowski. Too much on that one.
I expect more from him. He's such a good striker of the ball. Plus, sometimes I don't think you need to go for top corner. If you had a look there, you could see Mark McNulty was in a great position to follow up the goalkeeper, get it on target, force Siaha into a save. If he doesn't hold the ball, McNulty is ready to knock it into the empty net. Instead, ball goes over, goalkeeper has nothing to do.
Ball played forward, but the flag will go up with Gleedle offside. Start happens quickly. Sun setting here in California. Great atmosphere, great weather. To start off the Independence Day weekend.
They need to get that goal, Orange County, if they're going to make it a fun Independence weekend. And just looking at the bench, Thomas Among perhaps as an option. Maybe even Oshandina, the youngster, the 19-year-old, really exciting player. Throw him on and see what he can do. A couple of other options as well, more defense-minded. So for Morten Carlson, he'll be watching the next 10 minutes to decide, does he make any substitutions, and if so, who?
Dixon brings it down. Alex Dixon. It's so dangerous this season with goal scoring. His second best season for his career. Has it back. Swings the leg. Murphy. Nifty pass. Nearly a bicycle opportunity there, but that's a foul from Rebelar.
It's more than a foul. It's probably a yellow card. I think if you raise your foot, doesn't matter where you do it. If you don't get the ball, or you get the player, even if you do get the ball, there you go, yellow card for Rebelar. And it used to be back in the day that you could try an overhead kick, and even if you got the player, everyone would say, nah, he's going for the ball. These days, if you endanger a player, it doesn't matter how you're doing it. Oh, gets a kick in the chest. That's going to be a yellow card virtually every time.
Bounce that right on the new 10-year anniversary logo. Our yellow cards tonight brought to you by SoCal Gas. And here's the charge from Gleedle. Off of the giveaway, Gleedle! Shuttler with a good save.
Yeah, Shuttler doing well to hold on to that. Wouldn't expect him to get beaten from that angle. The danger, though, is if you don't hold on to the ball, there's players following up.
As Orange County was mounting something, they give possession right back. Milanowoski was chipping. McNulty was the target, but it eluded him. Orange County will make one of those subs. Thomas Among will be coming on. At the next chance. Fans getting antsy here. Hasn't been a lot of play through the midfield. And both sides have held possession. They've been very much on the attack. Milanowoski gets the quick throw. McNulty making the run. Two defenders step in front.
Good high pressure from Orange County. Look at the number of players in the box there, just trying to put pressure on and make it difficult for Monterey Bay to play out, as they have done.
McNulty, way too heavy on the touch. He was thinking about a pass, but the defense collapsed. That's fine work by Orange County to hold possession. Lamb. Back post! Green does very well to win that header, and it's a corner coming.
That was brilliant from Green. Kai Green at the back post, absolutely stunning, because McNulty was waiting to head that into the back of the net.
Thomas Among coming on. Brian Olowski is done. Subs brought to you by MedEquip, turning setbacks into comebacks.
He had his moment first half when he smashed that one against the crossbar, and unfortunately for him, didn't go in. Now it's up to Thomas Among to see if he can find a way through. Just the 1 goal in 10 appearances this season.
In 11 last year with San Diego. Goal scoring is in that. That ball's clipped in. It's loose right on the chalk and cleared away. Oh, so close to an equalizer.
Now Siaha with the save, but it's just loose in that little 6-yard box for a moment or two, and nobody from Orange County could finish it off. Great near post header. And the pressure beginning to build on Monterey Bay.
Here is Among! Siaha saves.
That's a lovely ball in for Among. You just wonder, he gets it on target, credit to him, but could he have got it either side of the goalkeeper? And accidental, you think, but the yellow card has come out.
Here are those last two chances, this off of the corner.
Yeah, Siaha with the save, and then bodies everywhere and boots flying, and then this one, what a fantastic ball in. And he's got in, Thomas Among. You've got to put it either side of Siaha. He's lost his marker. He should be able to put that one in the back of the net, and doesn't.
Walmer Martinez shown yellow, brought to you by SoCal Gas.
Wow, this game heating up, and Orange County having a couple of really good chances there. But we've discussed how little they give away at the back, Monterey Bay, and here's proof of it.
Some spiciness coming between these two sides. Orange County still have not scored against Monterey Bay. Shut out twice last year in losses. Here's some space for Milanowoski. Good slide tackle by Donor. Everything right now for Orange County clicking, except that final touch. And that has been something that they have really done well at the last couple games. 4 goals over the last 2 matches, 6 in the last 4. After really struggling at the beginning of the season. McNulty. Choices to be made. Milanowoski blocked. Now this ball float in. Siaha has to punch away.
Oh,
Corner.
McNulty there, he's got the ball in the box. I know he's looking to set someone up, but can he not turn and get a shot in? And lots of pressure coming from Orange County. The belief that Morten Carlson has built into this team, they're looking, they want to get back in, but they're doing so sensibly. They're not throwing everyone forward. They're creating good opportunities, and Siaha once again with a crucial intervention.
Another corner opportunity. Out-swinging Bender! And a clean header won. It is a deflection, however, by Monterey Bay, and another chance after Nakim won that.
Wow. If you're an Orange County fan, you're thinking this ball has to get in the back of the net soon. The number of chances they're making. Let's have a look again. Carlson, big centre back here, gets up, and I think it's Hugh Roberts actually wins the header to stop Nakim scoring.
Lamb cycles in. Body's loose in the box. Monterey Bay scrambling to get it out.
Chance for Monterey Bay to get a breather here. They can just keep possession. Look at the way Orange County are pressurizing, hunting. They really have come out second half playing so well. You wouldn't have thought they're outside the playoff lines. You'd think they're one of the top 3 or 4 teams the way they're playing now, Orange County.
Goes back to the point that Morten Carlson brought up with this Milanowski terrific goal scorer, 7 of them this season. Can somebody else finish? There's already enough pressure on Milanowski. What happened here in half number 2? Probes happening. Tita tried to get to it. Valesky nearly got there here in the 60th minute. Monterey Bay leads 1-0. Hugh Roberts a header in the 35th minute. As the hottest team in the league on top. Michael Watran, Gary Bailey, our entire crew watching it with you. In a high heart rate game. Milanowski thinking. Ball was deflected. Or was it? An OCSC fan favorite returns. Touch a Truck is back Saturday, July 29th, beginning at 2 p.m. Bring the kids out for a chance to see all their favorite vehicles up close and personal. Find a flyer in the stadium before you leave for more information.
2 balls on the pitch, so Seattle has to get rid of one of them. I just wonder now if Frank Yallop's looking at his bench thinking, I need to bring on some fresh legs. We're being overrun in midfield a little bit. Maybe you bring on a Sean Nicoli, who's as a former Orange County player. I wonder what this conversation is about. Could it only be wasting time, or is it about wasting time? I'm not sure. But Sean Nicoli, former Orange County man, you could bring him on. Jesus Enriquez, Simon Dawkins, and of course Chase Boone. So a bunch of options for coach Frank Yallop, but his team have been overrun the last 10 minutes. He's got to be thinking, can I bring someone on who's going to make a difference and just control the ball and keep possession for us?
Monterey Bay has felt the wrath here of Orange County. 6 shots so far here in the second half. Orange County, this kind of sums things up. If you want to dive into the analytics, expected goals, 1.72 Orange County, 0.24 Monterey Bay. Wow. But right now, Orange County, no goals. 15 shots overall to 5 the advantage. Chances have been there. Cleverness has been there. Finishing touch is not. A team that has rattled off 2 straight wins, that won just 1 of its first 14. Here's the push coming forward. Dixon has it go behind his back. He'll get to it.
I haven't seen much of Alex Dixon, and started off the season absolutely brilliantly. Hat-trick on the opening day against Hartford, but yes, he has scored quite a few goals, but last few games, last 5 or 6 games, it hasn't been the same Alex Dixon. Frank Yallop saying he was really hoping he'd return to his earlier season form, but again, even tonight, just doesn't seem to threaten. He's got great pace, but he's not threatening enough for a quality player like he is.
Recipe for Monterey Bay this year has been able to score multiple goals. 5 wins and a draw, and they score multiple goals. When they don't, they're just 2-4-4. So it typically takes this team more than one to get the full complement of points. With a shade under a half hour to go. Orange County have threatened, but perhaps fans here worried that the last 20 minutes or so has been the flurry that Orange County will get. And here's a yellow card given as well.
Got to be careful now, Monterey Bay. These yellow cards are stacking up, and of course, any further missed time tackle, and you could be off the pitch. Coming back to try and win the ball there is Moby Fair.
SoCal Gas bringing you the 3rd yellow of the night for Monterey Bay. Sipley puts it into the air among the closest target. Sipley does well to redirect that ball. Toe pokes it in. Among. Scott switches fields. Back post Among, the closest to it. It goes out. I'm sure entering this season, Thomas Among was supposed to be that man that would take a little bit of that pressure off of Milan Olaski. 16 goals over the last 2 seasons, but just 1 so far this year. And that was a PK goal against FC Tulsa a couple weeks ago.
The crowd are in good voice. You can hear them non-stop singing in the background there, so they're making the most of the 10th year celebrations. They just need someone on the pitch to help them.
Monterey Bay will indeed make a change. Walmer Martinez, who is on one of the 3 yellows, is coming out, and Grant Robinson is back on.
Doesn't surprise me. Fresh legs down that left-hand side. Walmer Martinez has worked hard. But Grant Robinson is the regular left fullback or left wing back, and had some injury problems, and his fresh legs make a big difference, you would think, for Monterey Bay now that they're under so much pressure.
Roberts' goal in the 35th minute off of a set piece is held up. It has now been nearly 275 minutes without a goal allowed by Monterey Bay. Fine passing. McNulty blasts it forward. It eludes Green. Olaski. Milan Olaski. Siaha saves. Those are the moments that Milan Olaski normally finishes, but Siaha tall to the task again.
Brilliant from the goalkeeper, and brilliant from Olaski as well. He turned those defenders inside out. He went one way, back the other way. He thought he had bought himself the time. Lovely ball through again. And have a look here. Kai Green's turned one way, then he's turned the other way, then back again. And he gets the shot on target. His brilliance there, buys in that bit of space, takes a shot, but Siaha, big and strong, makes the save. Goalkeeper there, comes for the cross, doesn't get it, but gets back into position and pounces on that loose ball. Siaha came chasing it from the corner and didn't get there, so lucky to get that second chance, but Wow, that pressure just building on Monterey Bay.
You have to give a lot of credit to Siaha. The last 2 years was with San Diego Loyal. 7 times he was on the bench, but he never played in the last 2 years. He's been thrown into the role here with Monterey Bay. And he's putting together another fine performance this evening, holding up a clean sheet as it stands. This ball played for Dixon, the closest to it.
Talking about Siaha, his first 5 matches, if I remember correctly, were all clean sheets. And I've never known a goalkeeper make his professional debut and keep 5 clean sheets in a row. Spectacular.
Here's Dixon. Cycles it in. He's cleared away.
Looking at Moby Fair, who's the other centre-back, he's spending more of his time in midfield as if he's been told to come out of a centre-back position and try and stem the flow of service from the midfield, as we see, I think, Kyle Scott going down with some sort of injury or cramp.
Fans, there's still time to go and check out all the new merchandise for 2023. There's a new women's collection, new sweatshirts, and a new OCSC quarter zip, including this new kit, the gold one as well. Head over to OCSCshop.com to grab yours today.
Just saw Morten Carlson there, just keeping an eye on proceedings. Got to be frustrated, the Orange County head coach. So it certainly has been a fantastic second half for the home side. And yet give Monterey Bay credit. Yes, their XG is not good, but they've gone into the lead. And since then, they've defended well. They've limited Orange County's opportunities. Siaha has made saves when required. And it's been the perfect, so far anyway, up until this point, it's been the perfect example of how to take the lead and hold on to it.
7 saves for Siaha. His season high is 9. That came in a 1-1 draw against RGV on March 24th. Here's Among. Thomas Among! We are equal. He does break through. 1-1. Thomas Among makes his impact as a sub.
That's a good finish from Thomas Among, but what a lovely ball over the top to feed him in the first place. And they've had some joy knocking balls over the top in the last 10-15 minutes. And that has come from Mark McNulty. Gets behind Hugh Roberts. And not much Siaha can do. Then he's just left face-to-face with Among. All he has to do is knock it past the keeper, which he does. But great ball from Mark McNulty, who catches the back four of Monterey Bay and gives Among the chance to get Orange County level, something they deserve.
It took 20 shots, but Orange County finally has its goal. 281 minutes without a goal allowed by Monterey Bay. And for the first time in 21 days, the team has beaten Anthony Siaha and this Monterey Bay team. Now Orange County looking to go on top. These were 2 of the hottest teams in the league entering tonight. Cross comes in, Among! Really struck that one flawlessly, but boy, has he made an impact since entering in the 55th minute.
Nearly made a difference, should have scored there, surely. Thomas Among, there's a chance to get a second one in the space of a couple of minutes. Almost easier than the one where he does score. He's got in, he's 7 yards out, he's simply got to head it back the way it came into the corner, and he tries to sort of flick header it and doesn't get a contact. And if this result stands, you're going to think 1 or 2 of his teammates in the locker room will say, look, well done on scoring, but you don't think you could have got that second with that header? You've got to take the chances when they come, and Thomas Among had a great chance there for a second goal in as many minutes.
Thomas Among has put his imprint on this match. And now the final 20 minutes or so get that much more fascinating between 2 of the better sides from the Western Conference over the last month. Orange County did make a change after the goal. Ashish Chata enters, replacing Kyle Scott. Here's Robinson. Glides it forth. That was nearly an unmarked space for Valesky. Could have been an absolute disaster. Among tames it, slides it forward. Siaha has to come out and hits McNulty in the chest. And nearly a catastrophe for Monterey Bay.
Well, these are like two boxers slugging it out here. They're both looking for a winner, and credit to them both. Orange County really on the front foot, but Monterey Bay going down the other end and trying to get back in the lead. You can't count Monterey Bay out. As good as Orange County have been in the second half, they have the capability to grab another. They can take pressure, and they know when to fight back, and they've got quality strikers, and you get the sense that Chase Boone might even come on soon, but with Gleadle, Dixon, Valesky, they've got players who can score goals.
Monterey Bay haven't given up multiple goals in the last 6. You have to go back to May 13th, the last time that they gave up multiple goals. But the way that Orange County is firing certainly is a possibility here this evening. Down to the final quarter hour plus added time. Valesky passes. Chata plays it. Milanolowski gets a running start. He wants the foul. He gets one, and then some. A card is shown. Donor picks it up.
Yeah, a little bit of a shove by Maury Donor on Milanolowski, and then gives him a tap there to say, sorry, mate, there's the push. And Milanolowski says, come on, I was through. You got to give somebody a yellow card for stopping me there. That's exactly what Maury Donor's got.
75th minute, 1 apiece. Monterey Bay in the first half. Thomas Among has equalized here in the second half. With Gary Bailey on Michael Watrang. We have a good old-fashioned seat squirmer here.
It certainly is. I love that expression, but it certainly is. And those fans are loving it behind the goals. They're bouncing up and down.
Reinvigorated, this fan base. Commanders are back again for the 2023 OCSC season, so don't miss out on all the fun and exclusive amenities they have to offer. These cabanas were designed specifically with group outings in mind and include 20 match tickets and a private bar for you and your guest. Book your premium experience today in Orange County. Soccer.com/premium. Among was the intended target of that pass, but he was behind him.
If Orange County can go on and win this, they might not get into a top 8 place, but they'll be very close. By the way, Phoenix Rising 2-0 up at home to Memphis. That'll see them bounce up the table.
The other match tied right now. Is this ball bent in? Siaha with both paws. Punches. The field has been slanted heavily on this half. Orange County have clearly seized control. 21-5 shot advantage. 8-2 on target. But 1 apiece is what the scoreboard reads. Lamb slows it down. Lamb with a nice move, clips it in. Roberts wins a header. His header put Monterey Bay on the scoreboard in the 35th minute.
I'm just wondering now if it isn't time for Frank Gellert to bring on someone like Chase Boone, some fresh legs up front, somebody else who can threaten Orange County and just push them back a little bit, because right now they're able to throw bodies forward. They probably feel comfortable holding Valesky at bay, but a fresh set of legs might make them change that opinion.
No cross in, cleared away. I was just thinking that Valesky has been an absolute non-factor in the second half. fine run of form. Back-to-back game winners. Among. Lamb making the run. He's unmarked. Lamb beats Siaha. Orange County has dominated the second half. And now it is Owen Lamb with his first professional goal, putting the home side out in front 2-1.
Fantastic play from Orange County, switching the ball to the far side. Owen Lamb makes good contact. Question marks about Siaha. It seems to go under the goalkeeper's body. Don't think he'll be happy with that, but credit Orange County. They've put the pressure on. They've asked questions. You felt something more had to happen, but it's that awareness of Owen Lamb coming unmarked at the far post. And there's no left fullback there, no Grant Robinson dealing with that. It's Alex Dixon who's back trying to mark down that left back position. But Siaha, you fancy the goalkeeper could have done better. In the end, they've got the breakthrough, and Orange County just continue to get better and better.
Owen Lamb's last goal, you have to go back to his freshman year at Cal State Fullerton in 2019 at Cal Poly. He pointed it out. He said he was open. Was he ever? And sometimes the best you can do is put it on frame. We asked for Among to do that earlier. It is Lamb doing so now. And Orange County, winless in its last 15 when conceding first. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up.
And if they can hold on to this, it'd be their fourth win in 5 matches. And you have to believe that Morten Carlson's side, if they keep that form up, are going to have a real chance of doing something this season. The coach has absolutely turned things around here at Soccer Championship Stadium. Brilliant effort by the coach and the players, of course.
Well, the substitutes making big impacts for Orange County. Among a goal, Chatta with the assist on that goal. Monterey Bay did make 2 changes. Novello Yosaki comes in for Alex Dixon. And the interchange with Sean Akoli coming on for Christian Valesky. Here he is with possession, but he's offside.
Yeah, don't write Monterey Bay off. This team have got results in all sorts of situations, both in the USL and the US Open Cup. And they've got players, experienced players, so they can fight their way back into this match. Important for Orange County to stay on the front foot if they can. Because if they start conceding space and drop back, then they're going to find themselves under huge pressure from the Monterey Bay players.
Monterey Bay haven't attempted an official shot since the 53rd minute. That was when Sam Gleedle took aim. Orange County, to show its dominance, has taken 11 since that point. 32nd minute of play. Orange County have come back. McNulty goes down, a foul whistled.
And McNulty with the ball through for that equalizing goal. And whilst I'll still criticize him for not scoring goals because that is his main job, got to say that his work around the box, his touches is top class. And he really is a very useful player to have up front for Orange County.
He's had about as much of an impact on this game as he can without scoring. Into the box this one goes. Among the attempt, Siaha handles. After it went over Among's head. Monterey Bay brings off its 2 best goal scorers in Valesky and Dixon. Orange County fans know what Sean Akoli can do. Where does Monterey Bay go to find something in the attack? Foul whistled.
Yep, no doubt that's a yellow card from Milanilowski. And it was actually those two who collided a few minutes back, and Moridona got the yellow card. So. And he's feeling that, Moridona. He's gone back down again. But yep, Valeski and Alex Dixon coming off. No surprise, they just both were struggling to affect the game. Alex Dixon in particular, not the sharp player that we saw earlier in the season. And so Sean Okoli gets a chance. Sam Gleadle gets pushed a little bit higher up in attack. I still haven't seen Chase Boone, which surprises me. Unless Gleadle going off right now, unless there's a change happening as we speak.
Looks like Chuy Enriquez has come onto the pitch. He replaces Revelar. This ball pinged in, and he's swept away. Woloski trying to make the run. Among waiting for it. Hold it up. Officially been 30 minutes since the last attempt. Into the box it goes again. Roberts probing. Has the header goal for Monterey Bay. Gets his chest in this one. Green cycles, and that was way over everybody. County. Looks like they'll make a couple changes as well. Looks like Andrew Fox, Daniel Peterson, and Haredi Oshandina are all coming in.
Okay, it does make sense. You've got to hold on to a lead for 5 minutes plus, and you want fresh legs to hunt the ball down and just work the clock down. And that's exactly what the coach is doing.
So it'll be Milanowski, Kasipli, and McNulty coming out. Well, McNulty and Olowski certainly put their imprint on this one without scoring. Oshandina pair him with Among, and on the counterattack can be very dangerous. Hey, 23 shots. And they just announced that it is a sellout here on the 10th anniversary celebration.
That certainly has been a great performance by Orange County, going behind 1-0, but the guts to fight back, something that they've struggled with the last year and a bit. Not that they haven't had the guts, they just haven't had the ability to turn it into wins. Well, they have here, and to be fair, Thomas Among could have had an extra 1 or 2 if he'd have tucked those headers in. So it really has been top-class performance from the home side against a very, very good Monterey Bay side.
The 23 shots for Orange County, the most since October 23rd, 2021, when they peppered 27 against Las Vegas in a 2-1 win. Foul whistle to bring this back. Orange County entered this match back-to-back clean sheets, hadn't given up a goal in 200 minutes. They've given up 1, but they've allowed just 5 shots. And a few more minutes to see this one out, and would win a 3rd consecutive match and end the longest winning streak in the USL Championship. Monterey Bay had won 4 straight and hadn't lost in 42 days. Plenty of time left for Monterey Bay to find something. Murphy comes across the field. Coley watches it fall. Perhaps the advantage of the free kick now gone. Murphy settles, slices it. Numbers in the box here. Roberts again, the closest man to it. Clearance goes to the middle of the field, and that's where Murphy has resided. Dawkins back into the box. Roberts again, an empty header. This one well wide. He'll want to do better with that.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself, but he's almost playing as a centre forward now. He stayed up through that entire sequence of events and left the likes of James Murphy to defend the goal. And it made sense because in the end he did get on the end of the header. Have a look at this. He just wasn't able to get it on target as he did in the first half of that wonderful opening goal.
An OCSC fan favorite returns. Touch a Truck is back Saturday, July 29th, beginning at 2 p.m. Bring the kids out for a chance to see all their favorite vehicles up close and personal. Find a flyer in the stadium before you leave for more info. Long able to get to that ball. Holds on to it. This goes out. We're hearing word of 6 minutes of stoppage time.
Wow. Well, those fans are loving it there, and why shouldn't they? This Orange County side is suddenly looking like it has a real chance of doing something this season.
It truly is incredible, the turnaround that this group has made. Among hustling. Siaha. Penalty.
Yep.
Too late on the challenge. Thomas Among draws the penalty as we hit the 90-minute mark.
No doubt about that. Siaha late, doesn't need to come for that. It's on the edge of the box. And Thomas Among, what an impact he has had, as you say. Absolutely brilliant. But I look at the goalkeeper for the second goal and think he's got to do better. And that one as well, not his ball, doesn't need to commit. Have a look, Among's going down to the line. Hugh Green's got him covered. He doesn't, Hugh Roberts rather has got him covered. He doesn't need to come out. Not only does he come out, but he misses the ball completely and gets the player. So, error from Anthony Siaha, a player who's been in fantastic form. But I think this could be game, set, and match. And he'll have to answer to the players and the coach in the locker room after this game if this ball goes in.
Thomas Among to clinch 3 points. Perfect! Thomas Among with a brace. Orange County overcomes a 1-0 deficit and now leads 3-1.
Yeah, tough one there for Anthony Siaha. You've got to do better in those situations, and that has just killed any chance of a comeback for Monterey Bay. But credit Orange County and their coach, Morten Carlson. It's a different looking side. It's positive. It's getting results. It's not giving much away in the back. It's creating up front. It's doing all the things that make you think this Orange County team is only going in one direction, into the top half of the table and into the playoffs. It might not happen this game, but it's going to happen soon. They are climbing. Now, what did we say? 4 wins in the last 5? Wow, that's probably the form team in the USL.
Among with his first brace since he did so against New York Red Bulls 2 last year. Those were dramatic goals as well. His team trailed 2-0 in that match, scored in the 50th and 88th minute. And for the 3rd time this season, Orange County have scored in stoppage time. And the substitutes making a massive impact. A few more minutes left in this one. 3-1, Orange County on top. Orange County have matched a season high in terms of goal-scoring output against FC Tulsa 2 weeks ago in a 3-0 win. This one, for a good chunk of it, not decisive. They had to really battle back in this one. Trailed 1-0, taking a boatload of shots, but finally were able to break through in the 70th minute.
I think the 3 goals against FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa have been struggling this season. Monterey Bay are one of the informed sides. So to go 1-0 down against a team as good as Monterey Bay, and then to come back and win it what looks like by 3-1, that's a fantastic performance. And it's not been lucky. Could have been more goals. Thomas Among's had a couple of headed chances he could have scored. Milanilowski came close as well. As I say, it's chalk and cheese, this team. They look like a team could easily end up in the top 3 or 4 in the West and then go on and do some in the playoffs. Dare I recall of 2 years ago and going on to win the whole championship. Didn't fancy them at various stages, but they went on to have a fantastic season under coach Richard Chaplow.
This will be a 3rd straight win. The last time they did that, the aforementioned 2021 season, they won 6 straight. En route to the championship, needed to win in PKs against both Oakland and San Antonio before beating Tampa Bay 3-1 in the final. This is tied for the most goals that Monterey Bay has allowed this year. They gave up 3 in a 5-3 win against Hartford on March 11th.
So that was the day Alex Dixon got his hat-trick. He looks so sharp and excited to be playing. He's quite the same player at the moment. That's going to worry coach Frank Yallop, no doubt. But Morten Carlsen, who was on the Danish technical team during the recent World Cup, has brought all his knowledge here to bear, and what a difference the coach has made.
Offside. Orange County started the year with 1 win in the first 14. They're on the cusp of going 5-2-1 since May 17th. Not just that, but now full attention goes to playoff positioning. As it stands right now, they would be in the number 9 slot. Just 1 point off of playoff pace, but only 4 points back of Monterey Bay for the number 4 slot.
It really is bunched up with Phoenix Rising looking like they're going to beat Memphis and go on to get their 3 points. It's pushed San Diego Loyal down to 7th position. Wow, who'd have thought that at the start of the season? You're expecting Loyal to be top 2 or 3. And they're in trouble as well.
That stunning draw tonight, despite being up 2-0 and up a man. And that go 2-2 against Indy 11. Joma, Harvey, and Arteaga have scored in a 3-0 lead for Phoenix against a Memphis side that has been torching opponents of late. Some of these long winning streaks are starting to fade away. Orange County now eyeing the longest winning streak in the league. This ball headed out. We've played the minimum 6 minutes. Just waiting on the final whistle now. Oshandina will go to the corner flag. That's all you really need to do. You don't need a 4th. There's your full-time whistle. For the first time since July 24th of 2022, Orange County have come back from conceding first to win it 3-1.
That's a very impressive win. You can understand the energy and the excitement around the stadium, because these players know, the Orange County players know that they've got something special going on here. The energy amongst those players tells you that they believe they can go on and win something this year.
Morten Carlsen said that they needed to find somebody other than Milan Oloski to score goals. Well, on this evening, they got it from a sub. Thomas Among is tonight's Northgate Market, man of the match. He equalized in the 70th minute. A fine run and a good pass from McNulty, and he was a nice game changer for Morten Carlson.
Absolutely, and he wins this penalty, and he scores the penalty, and he could have had one or two others. He got himself in some great positions for headers. He didn't get on target, but in the end, you talk about an impact player. Unbelievable how he turned this game around, and he deserves all the hugs and pats and the Man of the Match award.
A double-digit goal scorer last year, up to 3 now this season, and it is Orange County on a night of celebration, a 10th anniversary celebration, giving the fans something to celebrate as well. Final score, 3-1 Orange County. We'll wrap it up when we come back.
From north to south,
East to west,
From Laguna Beach to Irvine,
De Buena Park a San Clemente.
and all 34 cities in between.
For the last 10 years, this has been
Orange County's own.
entertainment, community,
Campeones, Colors,
Crest Pro Soccer Club.
Orange County's own Community Kit.
Here in Irvine, there's something for everyone. You can satisfy your sweet tooth here or here. Cool off with freshly picked berries or catch some rays. Get some post-worthy views or rock out with your friends. Raise your adrenaline or just relax. It's master planned with you in mind. Irvine awaits.
When you are killed by a drunk driver, you become nothing but a stick figure on a police report. Your death will be a story never to be told by you, and justice will never be served. Last year, nearly 13,000 stick figures were drawn by officers after a drunk driving fatality. It will take everyone to eliminate drunk driving, so that no one ever has to tell your story from a police report.
Orange County takes down Monterey Bay 3-1. They hadn't won when trailing at halftime in the last 20. You have to go back to June 20th of 2021, the last time it happened, but it does tonight in a 3-1 victory. Time for our full-time highlights presented by Turf Gym located in Newport Beach. And we go straight to the 70th minute. Mark McNulty made an impact. What a flawless pass and a great run by Among.
Yeah, fantastic run, brilliant pass, and Hugh Roberts just caught out there, the ball over the top. And Among just puts it past Siaho, who've been difficult to beat up until that point, and they were back in the match. What an impact Thomas Among has. And then there's a big ball knocked in from one side of the pitch here to the other, and Owen Lamb gets on the end of it, strikes it. Siaho's got to make the save, and it just sort of goes right through his hands. Poor goalkeeping, but give Owen Lamb credit.
First professional goal, first goal that he had since his freshman year at Cal State Fullerton. And what a time to get it. Proves to be the game winner. And this one, Anthony Siaha in stoppage time commits the foul. Among tidies up the penalty.
Now Siaha comes for a ball he doesn't need to come for, and he doesn't get there, and he takes down the player, and that just kills the match for the visiting team Monterey Bay. But if you have a look at the shots on target, 11-2, there's no question that Orange County deserved to get the 3 points. To be fair though, when you are 1-0 up, you do want to sort of defend that lead, and that's why there's more shots for Orange County. But they had chances in the first half. Brian Noloski smashed one against the crossbar. I think if you look at it over the entire 90 minutes, it's been an excellent performance by Morten Carlson's side, and they really are on the up and up at the moment.
Monterey Bay had gone 281 minutes without conceding a goal, and just like that, Orange County strikes 3 times in the final 20 minutes. And on a night in which Orange County celebrated a 10-year anniversary here in Irvine, they fell behind 1-0. We're behind at halftime, but 3 electric fireworks in the second half make it 3 straight wins for the team donning the gold kits. For my partner Gary Bailey, I'm Michael Watrek signing off. Thank you so much from our entire crew. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.